One of the hottest music personalities around is with us this morning. When she announced she was leaving Hot 97, you would have thought it was like the end of the world. People were like, they were nuts. What is she doing? Is she crazy?
Fortunately, Angie Martinez showed up on 105.1, Power Station 105.1. And Angie, welcome to Good Day New York. Nice to see you.
Hi, guys.
Nice to have you back on Good Day.
I watch you every morning.
Oh.
Yeah. I do. I'm a fan. I just saw you on the bus on my way here in the cab.
Did you wave and say, I'll be right there?
I did.
How's life?
Everything's good.
Are you happy you made the move?
I really am. I'm settling in. You know, I'm learning different things, and I'm on in 2 markets now, which is good. I'm also on in Miami, which is, you know, it's a growth for me. And yeah, it's been good. We have a big concert on Thursday that I'm excited about.
At the Barclay Center.
At the Barclay Powerhouse. You should come.
So wait, who's going to be there?
Yeah, I mean, you get me in, sure.
You don't come out enough.
I don't get out enough. Angie, thank you very much, my new celebrity friend. Angie, what's going to happen here?
Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Young Jeezy. We have all of the hottest artists performing, and we're going to be there. And
Chris Brown's going to be there.
He is.
Wow. I've heard stuff about that guy.
I mean, he's in the news sometimes, but he's, he's a great performer, and we're excited to have him. And he's actually doing for the first time him and Trey Songz on the stage together. So that'll be exciting.
So are there tickets still available?
No, it's actually sold out. So we don't, if I can hook you up.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can hook somebody up on Twitter or something.
Hook a sister up, Angie.
Hook a sister up if you want. We just sold out, but we are giving tickets away on the radio. So
but meanwhile, I know you got the concert coming up on Thursday, but you've been training for the marathon, which is Sunday, and I'm concerned because it looked like you were hobbling up here.
I am hobbling. I just put my shoes on literally right before I got here.
Why do you want to run the marathon?
It's on my bucket list. I grew up in the city watching the marathon in awe of this, and then we just raised a lot of money for the Pitchin Foundation, which is CeCe Sabathia and his wife.
Amber.
You know Amber. That's my girl.
Amber was
So we've
here
already
too.
raised like over $100,000, and I feel like I have to run now, but I am hurt, so I'm going to the doctor today when I leave you guys to see what it is. Something with my hip flexor, and I don't know. So I'm pushing off on the right, and my leg hurts, and if I have to crawl across the line, that's going to be what I have to do. But
okay, there's always.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, don't. There's always next year. Listen, how'd you get?
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, we'll see.
Well, she's been working hard, and she's been training for it.
How long? How long have you been really doing it?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
What could you run it in roughly?
What was that?
How long? How long will it take you to run 26 miles?
Oh, a day. Like a day.
Yeah.
So can you use a scooter or something if you're injured?
Somebody told me I should get the wheels. You know the wheels that go on the bottom of your sneakers?
Yeah, we saw those.
Just do the arms and then wheel across.
Angie, how did you first get into the radio?
Oh, man, I've been in radio since I was 16. Interning, driving the vans, answering the phones, and then from there learned how to run the boards, and then got on doing that,
A woman's voice in radio. We just had Gloria Steinem on and Robin Morgan talking about women in media.
She looks amazing, by the way.
Aren't they incredible?
They look amazing, yeah.
So, women's voice in radio. It seems like, there's more representation. It's getting better.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so, right?
Yeah.
There's always room for more, by the way.
For those who haven't heard you on the radio, what's the Angie Martinez radio experience all about?
Wow, that is come on, really? At this time in the morning?
Really?
All of that?
She tells it like it is.
I try to tell it like it is. I try to be fair. I try to be honest. I am a fan of the music and the culture, so I try to give the best of that, best interviews and things like that, and try to keep it light and fun. We don't,
Yeah, well, let me ask you, I know you've tackled serious subjects, but when you have a guy like Chris Brown on, you're not going to tackle that on Thursday at the concert, obviously, right? It's all about the music.
I actually interviewed Chris after that. You're talking about the thing that happened years ago.
Yes, with Rihanna.
Yeah, and I was the first radio interview he did, actually, after that. Yeah, so I did have to interview him in tough times. So not every interview is, about partying and fun. Sometimes serious things happen, as, within the culture, and we have to address them, and I do my best to be fair to everybody, to all parties, so it's not always, a lot of times it's fun and light and easy, but every now and then,
What's the trend these days in radio? What are you guys talking about? What's like the topic of discussion these days?
Oh my gosh.
What will you talk about today?
I want to talk about that. I can't get, the Ebola is the story of Ebola. Even you guys.
Is it freaking you out?
It's freaking me out.
Now,
it's
what is it?
freaking me out, but I also feel, do I think I'm going to get it?
Yeah.
No, but every time that I see somebody sneezing, and there's some, it's also flu season.
Right, exactly.
So that adds to the paranoia of the fact that it's flu season.
Cold and flu, right?
Yeah.
We had the city health commissioner here last week. She said more people die of the flu than they die of Ebola. But the problem is that it is spread by,
What do you think? Should we be? Should people be quarantined?
I actually do not disagree with the quarantine policy.
Right.
I do think we probably should all chill out. I mean, 300 million people. We now, I believe, at this point, have one fatality, one confirmed case of Ebola in the entire country.
Right.
It might increase today with that 5-year-old boy, but, you know, if you put this in perspective. We're going to be okay so far. We're not seeing an exponential increase.
How do you feel about
I think I just reassured Angie Martinez.
I do. I feel better. I appreciate that. Thank you. I did think it was funny that you said earlier, I was watching you guys this morning, and you said, here's a story. Not about Ebola. You did one other story about.
So, do you feel the quarantine is necessary here? I mean,
I kind of agree. Yeah, I think I feel bad for her. She seems like a great woman. She's done great.
The nurse,
and I'm sure she's uncomfortable. I think it would be amazing if we could make her more comfortable, perhaps.
put
If
in
there's
a
something
TV.
that we can do to make her more comfortable,
put a
I think
TV
that would
and
be
give
great.
her Netflix.
But personally, I think
put a TV and shut up.
Put a TV.
Well, the problem
Watch
is,
Good Morning.
Good
day.
Right,
Good day.
exactly, and then listen to Angie
And
afterwards.
listen to me in the afternoon.
But the thing is this, she would have been let home,
Right.
and she would have been in her house under quarantine, except she doesn't live here. She
Right.
lives in Maine.
And she seemed like she doesn't want to be quarantined. If it wasn't mandatory, would she leave the house?
Right, she's asymptomatic. I mean, technically, under federal guidelines, she does not have to be quarantined.
Dr. Spencer was asymptomatic when he came here too.
Until he found out he had symptoms, and then he followed the right
That's
procedure.
why you have to have a certain window that we kind of just wait and see.
You know
what happens.
All right, so listen, when can
How did we get into this?
I know.
said we should stop talking about Ebola.
Two TV people and a radio. We're not going to solve it.
This is not what I came here to talk about today.
Right, when can we find you on the radio?
Just kidding.
For those few who haven't listened yet, 105.1, what time do you come
For the
on?
5 people who haven't heard her.
Yeah, I'm on from 2 to 6 weekdays, and you can check me out there.
And then
I'll
she
see you
does-
at the show at the Barclay or Powerhouse on Thursday.
Yes, and of course you can see her on Extra TV. She
Extra?
juggles.
Yeah,
she
I juggle.
It's so funny because one day I saw her. She was going from radio to do TV, and she's got the shoes and the bag. And
That's my life. You should see what my car looks like.
her
My
bag
truck is
had
insane.
everything in it. It weighed like 1,000 pounds.
It's the hustle. It's the hustle.
Beautiful.
Anyway.
Angie Martinez, really nice to meet you.
Thank you, guys.
We had a run in the Bronx, but this is the first real chit chat.
I know.
Thank
We'll
you.
do it again.